Sometimes I worry about things we say, not so much the way we say them as the content. I'm thinking of my world, or people that I know best and the way they talk. At a time before Skype was a word, when if somebody says internet, you wondered what they meant, I was runner-up for Book of the Year. But the judges said my book, quote, raised more questions than answers. I was already beyond sore loser days, and anyway, there was no arguing the result of this particular competition. The winner was a prodigy. He's not only a famous surgeon, he was also a famous rugby referee, and now he was writing, laying bare what it's like steering knives around the intimate insides of you and me while our guardian angel prays that he doesn't hiccup. That book was a standout, so I'm not arguing about the decision, but I'm saying the reasoning against my book was lousy reasoning. Raising questions is as valid as raising answers. What kind of book could raise more answers than questions? A motor mechanics manual. I'd place more questions than answers among the untrustable cliches. Like familiarity breeds contempt, say. That was invented by an upper-class twit trying to keep the peasants too far away to discover what a jerky was. Today, the stoop strikes a blow for questioning. We celebrate Query Day, which we just made up. Questions, questions all the way. Is non-Africans mocking African accents okay? If it isn't, then why is it no problem mocking French or German accents, or for that matter, American or British? And if that's a problem, haven't we become a humorless gang of pathetic poltroons? Or do we think others are too noble-minded to mock us? If that's so, are we crazy poltroons as well as pathetic? Are we deaf to our fairly terrible South African accent? How might we apostrophize that accent? Would we go with a stoops South African? That's my word. I like that word, South African. We talk South African. Calling for a bit of a nay on the E. South African, South African. Or should we bow to the Stoops neuroscience correspondent who pursues things much tighter? He says, South African, South African. Is it South African or South African? South African. Either way, don't we have to concede that we, objectively speaking, sound at least as ugly as the Aussies, who we accuse of sounding ugly, or for that matter, the New Yorkers? I'll never forget the cab driver who, when asked for the United Nations building, which turned out to be on the corner of 3rd and 33rd, 3rd Avenue and 33rd Street, mystifyingly responded, right, toid and toidy toid. Are there actual nice accents? Irish? Maybe American Deep South? Languid and leisurely and making the reading of a laundry list sound like a rendering of the choral symphony? Might we here be ducking an issue? Might we now be trying to fill our word count with levity to chicken out of the potentially nasty issue we raised about mocking African accents? Can we think up what is different between exaggerating a oui monsieur and mimicking someone saying bed for bird or wekker for worker? Might it be that the latter employs a sour tone and a supercilious smirk? Or is it that they do the French one in front of a French person, but never the African one in front of an African person? May we take that as a pretty damn definitive difference? Shouldn't we take audible offense? Those of us who reckon this is our country too, and who don't appreciate our countrymen being derided because township schools were not blessed with elocution teachers, let alone when the derision comes from people whose sum total African vernacular consists of sure, laws. Might the bed and wekker mockers blink and notice that the African oversensitivity they complain about is bred by their attitude? Should they be told that when you walk around inwardly scorning someone while reluctantly zipping your lip for safety reasons, a neon sign on your forehead declares, looking down on you? Might they catch a wake-up and see that when Africa is given love, it returns it with interest? Do we have a question mark record now? May we wish you a fine day.